Blocking method. So Amy uses quite a bit of split screen just to kind of show that although they're not together, they're both, Zelda and Scott are not together, they're still doing things for each other. So for instance, in scene 2, there's a scene where Zelda is with her friend Tallulah talking about Scott and talking about how she just wants to be with him over in New York. Yes, she's having a life over here, but they've made the deal that they're going to live their lives until they're together, and then it's inevitable that they're going to stay together. And then on the other side, it's Scott speaking to his publicist, pretty much saying, you've sold God knows how many copies, you can now bring Zelda over, she can now stay here. And that's him writing a letter to her where she reads in her scene. She's also done it where Zelda and Scott are together in one scene, and then there's another split screen, or the same scene, but the dancers are offside. And it's always when something significant happens. For instance, when the opening happens, Zelda and Scott obviously meet, and at this point the dancers are, yes, cast aside to watch them, but they're very much taking an interest in what they're saying and watching them constantly. Again, in Crazy in Love, when Zelda and Scott get married, the dancers are there watching them, watching their every move. In Toxic, the dancers look at Sheila and Zelda and they know what's going to happen. They are the ones that cast Zelda into the mental asylum where she then resides. And they don't, after that point, they're not seen anymore. Which kind of shows that the dancers are seen, to me anyway, as an omen towards Zelda and Scott. This can also date back to Blood Brothers. Because the Blood Brothers, their omen is the narrator. The narrator's watching their every move, and he always points it out by singing his song. And he mentions all the superstitions, like the shoes on the table and the umbrella in the house, and the superstition that Miss Lyons tells Miss Johnstone at the start of the thing, where if the twins find out that they're twins, they will both die, and they end up dying in the end, which is exactly what I think of when I think of this blocking method, what Amy's done.